The USS John F. Kennedy was supposed to be delivered in 2024. It's now 2025 and the Navy just pushed the date to March 2027. This $13 billion aircraft carrier is 6 years behind schedule, and the reason why is going to blow your mind. The USS John F. Kennedy is the second ship in the Gerald R. Ford class, the most advanced aircraft carriers ever built. It's 1,106 feet long, displaces over 100,000 tons, can carry 90 aircraft, and it's powered by 2 nuclear reactors that generate 3 times the electrical power of any previous carrier. This isn't just a ship, it's a floating city with more firepower than most countries' entire militaries. Construction started in 2015 at Newport News Shipbuilding in Virginia. The original delivery date was 2020. Then it got pushed to 2024. Now it's 2027. And the Navy has spent over a decade and $13 billion building it. But here's what nobody's talking about. The delays aren't because of budget problems or labor shortages. They're because of 2 pieces of technology that keep failing. And if the Navy can't fix them, this $13 billion warship might be the most expensive paperweight ever built. Let me show you what's going wrong. Section 1. A floating city. First, let's talk about what the Navy is actually building here. The USS John F. Kennedy is massive. Size 1,106 feet long. That's longer than 3 football fields. The beam at the waterline is 134 feet. At the flight deck, it's 256 feet wide. Weight: over 100,000 tons fully loaded. Some estimates put it at 112,000 tons at maximum displacement. Flight deck: 1,092 feet by 256 feet. That's enough space to park 90 aircraft and still have room for simultaneous launch and recovery operations. Crew: 4,660 personnel. That's 2,600 ship's company and 2,000 air wing personnel. This ship has its own hospital, post office and dental clinic. This isn't just a warship, it's a self-sustaining military base that can operate anywhere in the world for months without resupply. The foundation. Here's something most people don't know. The ship is being built on a Nile sediment plateau. Wait, wrong script. Let me correct that. The construction site sits on challenging terrain near the James River. Newport News Shipbuilding had to use advanced engineering techniques to support a structure this massive. The keel was laid in August 2015. The ship was launched in October 2019. And since then, it's been in an extended outfitting and testing phase. The cost of construction cost alone is around $13 billion. That doesn't include the aircraft, the weapons, or the operational costs. For comparison, a Nimitz-class carrier cost about $8.5 billion in today's dollars. So why is the Ford class so much more expensive? Because it's packed with technology that's never been used before. Section 2. 3 times the power. The USS John F. Kennedy is built around 3 revolutionary technologies. Number 1, the A-1B nuclear reactors. This ship is powered by 2 A-1B nuclear reactors. These aren't your grandfather's reactors. Each reactor generates 3 times the electrical power of the reactors on Nimitz-class carriers. We're talking 250 megawatts of electrical power. Why does that matter? Because modern warfare is moving toward energy weapons, lasers, railguns, directed energy systems. The Nimitz class doesn't have enough power to run those systems. The Ford class does. The reactors also give the ship virtually unlimited range. It can operate for 25 years without refueling. In September 2025, the Kennedy completed its first propulsion turn test in the James River. The reactors fired up. The ship moved under its own power for the first time. That was a massive milestone. Number 2, electromagnetic aircraft launch system. For decades, aircraft carriers use steam catapults to launch planes. The Ford class uses electromagnets. EMALS is smoother, more efficient, and it can launch a wider variety of aircraft, from heavy fighters to light drones. It also requires less maintenance. Steam catapults need constant upkeep. EMALS doesn't. The Kennedy completed dead load launches in spring 2024. They launched dummy loads to test the system. So far, EMALS is working. Number 3, advanced arresting gear. This is where the problems start. When a plane lands on a carrier, it catches a wire with a tailhook. That wire is connected to the arresting gear, which stops the plane in about 300 feet. On Nimitz-class carriers, the arresting gear is hydraulic. On the Ford-class, it's the Advanced Arresting Gear, AAG. AAG is supposed to be gentler on aircraft. It reduces stress on the airframe, which extends the life of the plane, but it keeps failing. The lead ship USS Gerald R. Ford had massive problems with AAG. It took years to fix. The Kennedy is having the same issues, that the system has to handle everything from a 47,000-pound F/A-18 Super Hornet to a 70,000-pound F-35C. And it has to work perfectly every single time, because if it doesn't, planes crash into the ocean. That's why the Navy is being so cautious. They won't deliver the ship until AAG is certified. Section 3. More firepower than some countries. Now let's talk about what this ship can actually do. The carrier itself isn't heavily armed. Its primary weapon is its air wing. The air wing up to 90 aircraft, F/A-18 Super Hornets, F-35C, Lightning II stealth fighters, E-2D Hawkeye early warning aircraft, EA-18G Growler electronic warfare jets, MH-60 helicopters. This air wing can conduct air superiority missions, strike operations, electronic warfare, and search and rescue, all at the same time. The F-35C is the key. It's a fifth-generation stealth fighter that can penetrate enemy air defenses and strike targets that older aircraft can't reach. Defensive systems. The Kennedy has multiple layers of defense. 2 RIM-162 evolved Sea Sparrow missile launchers for medium-range anti-aircraft defense. 2 RIM rolling airframe missile launchers for short-range defense. 2 20mm phalanx CIWS close-in weapon systems for point defense against incoming missiles. 4 12.7mm Browning M2 heavy machine guns for close-in threats. Radar systems. The ship is equipped with the AN/SPY-3 dual-band radar system. This provides full 3D tracking and combat control. It can track hundreds of targets simultaneously and coordinate defensive responses in real time. Section 4. The delays. So why is this ship 6 years behind schedule? 2 reasons. Problem 1. Advanced Arresting Gear. AAG has been a nightmare from day one. The system uses a water turbine and electric motors to stop aircraft. It's supposed to be more reliable and require less maintenance than hydraulic systems, but it keeps breaking. On the USS Gerald R. Ford, AAG failed repeatedly during testing. The Navy had to redesign components, run thousands of test cycles. It took years to certify. The Kennedy is going through the same process. The Navy won't deliver the ship until AAG can handle the full range of aircraft weights and landing speeds, and they won't compromise on safety. So the ship sits in Virginia, waiting. Problem 2. Advanced weapons elevators. The Kennedy has 11 advanced weapons elevators. These are electromagnetic elevators that move bombs, missiles, and ammunition from the magazines to the flight deck. On Nimitz-class carriers, these elevators are hydraulic and slow. AWE is supposed to be faster and more efficient, but like AAG, AWE keeps failing. The elevators have to move thousands of pounds of ordnance safely and quickly. If they malfunction, the entire flight operation stops. The USS Gerald R. Ford had massive problems with AWE. Some elevators didn't work for years. The Kennedy is trying to avoid those mistakes, but it's taking time. Before the Navy accepts delivery, every system has to be certified. That means thousands of test cycles, simulated combat scenarios, stress tests. EMALS has to launch aircraft under every possible condition. AAG has to catch them. AWE has to move ordnance without failure. And all of this has to work together seamlessly. That's why delivery keeps getting pushed back. Section 5. Why it matters. So why is the Navy spending $13 billion on a ship that's 6 years late? Because aircraft carriers are the foundation of American naval power. An aircraft carrier can project power anywhere in the world. It doesn't need permission to use foreign air bases. It doesn't need allies to host it. It just shows up. The air wing can conduct strikes, establish air superiority, and support ground operations, all from international waters. Just having a carrier in a region changes the calculus for adversaries. China is building up its navy, Russia is modernizing its fleet, Iran is developing anti-ship missiles. The Ford class is designed to counter all of those threats. The Ford class represents a 40-year leap in technology. The Nimitz class was designed in the 1960s. The Ford class is designed for 21st century warfare. EMALS, AAG, advanced radar, massive electrical power for future weapons. This ship is built to dominate for the next 50 years, but every year the Kennedy is delayed, the Navy operates with one fewer carrier. Right now the Navy has 11 carriers, the goal is 12. When the Kennedy finally delivers in 2027, it will join the fleet. But until then, the Navy is stretched thin. The USS John F. Kennedy is the most advanced warship ever built. It's also 6 years late and $13 billion over budget. The delays are frustrating. The cost overruns are staggering. But if the Navy can get AAG and AWE working, this ship will redefine naval warfare for the next half-century. The question is, will it be worth the wait? March 2027. That's the new delivery date. We'll see if they make it this time. We are committed to releasing 2 videos a week. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more visionary builds.